This color came out so pretty, like literally so pretty, okay? Hey babes, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Akivia if you don't already know. I'm going to be using this 613 13 by 4 frontal wig today, and I'm going to be showing you how to get dark roots with a ash blonde toned color. So we're just going to pretty much jump right into it. So I am using Kenra Color today, and it is in the color 6N, I think. Yes, it's in the color 6N. I got this from Cosmo Prof. If you don't know, that's a store where you have to be like licensed or you have to be currently enrolled in cosmetology school to shop at this store. Otherwise, you would not be able to shop there. But I'm sure that Kenra Color has a website or something. I don't know. I've never, checked to see. I just always go to the store and get it. I'm using a 20 volume developer to mix these two products together. So all you need is that dye and the developer. So when you first get to mixing it, it's going to be like a creamy, milky looking color, and you just keep mixing it until you get a nice smooth consistency. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and apply it. So I went ahead and sectioned out my hair to separate the actual frontal from the rest of the wig. So I am using this type of dye brush that has like the comb on the one side and the brush on the other. So right now I'm using the side of the comb. I feel like doing it this way prevents you from like getting the dye and stuff on the actual lace versus using the brush side. I am going to use the brush side at times throughout, but most of the time I'm going to be using the comb side, especially like in this front area and stuff like that, because it just goes on very smoothly and we don't want to get it on the knots. So we want to try to prevent from getting it, you know what I'm saying, directly on the knots and on the lace and stuff like that. Now she did want her brown roots down further a little bit, so it's not going to be like the short, just regular roots that people normally get. She wanted me to take it down just a little bit further than people normally would take it, which was still cute to me. Now I know you're probably wondering like, well, why is it not turning? Because I'm sure if you use like Adore or Kiss or anything like that, it's going to automatically show the color on there as soon as you apply. But this type of color and this type of dye, it's still right now, it's still processing inside the bowl. So once I apply it on the hair, it's still clear. But as we move further along, you're going to see it start to slowly turn. Now, honestly, this color is not even like a dark brown. This color is actually like a dark ash. I wouldn't even say ash, like a dark blonde. So it's gonna give the effect that it's like a dark brown, but it's really not brown. But when we get done, you're gonna see it's basically gonna look like a dark brown, but it's really dark blonde. Okay, so yeah, as you keep going, you're gonna see the hair. Don't get freaked out because at first it's gonna look like a dark grayish color, but don't worry, you just gotta keep letting it process and do what it needs to do. Make sure you let it stay on there long enough until you get the full color that it needs to get to. It's almost like as if it was a toner, but it's not. This is dye. So now if you're wondering why didn't I use Adore, why didn't I use Kiss, those type of colors, from my past experience, I have used it before, okay? And I just do not like it, especially when it comes to dark colors like brown, dark brown, honey brown, black, jet black. I'm sorry, but those colors suck in Adore and Kiss. I'm sorry. Like, they just do, because when it comes time to do my baby hairs and I'm putting heat on it or hot combing it, it will literally turn the hair like a greenish color. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not using these cheap behind colors no more. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest because you gonna get the real and the raw over here. I'm gonna always give my honest opinion, and I'm always gonna give you tips and tricks to make sure you get the best results. So yeah, but as you can see, like, you can see it getting darker right here. So it's still not as dark as it's gonna get, but we're getting there. So now you see what I mean. Like, you just keep letting that process, and it's gonna, yeah, we're gonna be there in just a second. So right, I mean, we pretty much already there, but I'm gonna let it get just a little bit darker than that. So but yeah, I do not like the Adore. And even when it comes to like dyeing jet black, I stopped using Adore because I started to notice it wasn't doing nothing. Like, literally, it was not doing nothing. No. So if I do use black, now if I'm down like wigs black or something, I don't really use Kenra. I just really use like the box dye. And I think the brand Just 5, that brand is really, really good. It is like I want to say like $10.99 per box, so it is a little bit more on the expensive side than the other box dyes that are like $5.99, $7.99. They don't went up, y'all. Like, inflation is crazy, because now the box dyes ain't even $5.99 no more. They like $7.99. So, but yeah, that Just 5 brand, that one does well when you're dyeing, trying to get the hair like jet black, and it doesn't have that weird smell either. The other box dyes has like a very, very weird smell, and baby, I have to go in behind and literally use like dish detergent or something just to really get that smell out of there if I use the box dye. But I would just get that Just 5 or any other type of black dye or box dye, and do that if you want to do like a dark color. So that is the reason why I'm doing this. But pretty much I'm just going through slicing. As you can see, I'm using that comb and combing through on literally both sides. So I do my one side like that. So now, as you can see, like, I'm kind of, I'm using a brush here and there, but not too much. And then before I slice my other piece, I go ahead and paint the back side of that before I get over it. So now that we pretty much got the frontal done, I'm just going to go ahead and also do a little touch on the back of the hair, because you don't want to just dye the frontal and then not dye nothing else. Like, you want it to at least blend all the way throughout, because I'm not going to go through this whole entire wig and just dye all the roots blonde, because that's not even going to be showing. So as long as you at least got that top part dyed, we're doing a basic, simple middle part with this wig. So as long as you got everything pretty much covered up, you take your time, hand paint everything, you should be good. Don't go in dipping nobody wig, hand painting. So this is how the color pretty much comes out. Like, y'all see that color? It basically looks like a dark brown, but I promise you this is dark blonde. But you just have to let it sit and let it process to get those dark roots. So as you can see, like, it's not on the lace, it's not even on the knots like that. You can still see your part clear as day, all of that. And that's how it'll look when you do the comb, like you use the comb side. So now we pretty much just gonna rinse this out. And what I'm doing right now is filling my sink up with very, very, very hot water, just as you would as if we are watercoloring, which is basically what we're doing. But instead of using dye, now we are about to tone the wig. So yes, we're about to tone the wig. I think I said we was about to wash the wig. No, I already washed the wig off camera and rinsed that dye out and washed it dye out for the roots. So now I'm using the shade T10 in the Wella Charm toner, and I poured that first bottle in there with the hot water, and then I'm going to take another bottle. So I used 2 bottles, 2 full whole bottles, y'all, and then I'm going to pour that full bottle in there, okay? And then you're going to take some developer and you're going to pour that in there, because you still need those 2 ingredients. Even though we have the water, this would be the same thing as just like if you're doing a bleach bath or something like that. Like, normally if we're doing watercolor with dye, all you need is just the dye and the hot water. But this is toner. So in order for it to actually work and tone, you still want to put that developer in there with it also. So now I'm just mixing everything up really well. Like I said, just as you would as if you were bleaching, like doing a bleach bath. When it comes to like bleaching and toning, those 2 processes are kind of like very, very similar. It's just two different products. So now I like to kind of dip it and brush through so that I make sure the whole wig is completely saturated and every strand, you know what I'm saying, is getting soaked and just marinated and just doing what it needs to do. So I'm not going to really let the roots get in the water, although it's really not going to affect it at all. But I did like leave it across the faucet part so it wouldn't fall into the water. But this is what it pretty much came out like y'all, this color is so pretty. I didn't use any purple shampoo, none of that. I know that everybody like use the purple shampoo to get the blunt. Like, girl, just sometimes you don't have to do all that. Like if they was doing like more of a platinum or something, then yeah. But I wanted to tone the hair. It ain't gonna really make no big difference if I use the purple shampoo before or not. So I just went in and straight toned the hair, and this is pretty much what that color came out looking. I love it. Like, it was exactly what we were going for. And of course, I'm gonna show y'all the results at the end, what it looked like once it was installed on my client. So now I'm just about to rinse it out. You can make sure you shampoo it, conditioner. So this is the wig now sitting in conditioner. So you want to, I let my wigs sit in conditioner for a little while, but this color came out so pretty, like literally so pretty. Okay, it's not hard. This is very simple, very quick, very easy to do. And yeah, this is the finished look. This is how it came out on my client. Very bomb, very sleek. Like, it matches well with her complexion. It looks good on her. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.